Good afternoon. Hey, hey, hey. It's Wednesday. What is it, January?
The 30th.
The 30th. Oh my gosh. January's almost over.
It is over.
It is over.
Especially
Almost.
if you're at home today because of the snow. Yeah, January's over.
It don't feel like it's over though, does it? I mean, Chicago. I feel you. Chicago.
I know. When I saw that
Oh
Lake
my
Michigan was
God.
completely frozen over, I was
Chicago.
like,
Y'all, I used to live just, off near Lakeshore Drive. Chicago.
And then I think it was 8 below or something this morning or something
No,
crazy.
ma'am. Now it's 17 below, feeling like
Oh, Jesus.
50 below.
Jesus.
And in honor of our Midwest friend, she has worn her very cute.
Sheila, how are you? Yeah,
I know I'm messing with your little ears.
It's in the ears. I like my little thing. You know this lady where I used to work. I used to work for CARE, which is a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
It's an international organization, and there was a woman there, and I don't know that she still works there, but anyway, she made these like hats. Like this is like
a handmade hat.
it's a handmade hat. So like I bought one. Anyway.
Yeah.
So to the
way too cold.
But and here in Atlanta, this morning it was very cold. It was around 24 degrees on the temp, but I think there was some kind of wind chill, of course, so it was really pretty bad. If those of you who are watching are in the Atlanta area,
yeah, that's no apocalypse. How about that, y'all? It didn't happen. Didn't happen.
I was so annoyed.
I said, the sun was out.
For those of
there
you,
was no snow.
Well, at least down here, and we're in the southern part of the metro
in North Georgia,
but
very, very light.
Yeah, my
Light
kids
dusting.
were at home, and the morning that yesterday morning they woke up and they were like, "Where's the snow?" I told them the night before, it may not happen. Don't worry about it. I'll let you know. And then my oldest was like, "Mommy, is it raining yet?" I said, "Yeah." At around 10, yeah, it's raining.
It was rain. It
And
was
then
a drizzle.
She was like
It was
counting
some
on
snow.
it. She was counting on it. She's like, "It's gonna turn to snow. It's gonna turn to snow." I said, And then my youngest was mad at me for not making the snow. I said, "Look,
you make it rain and make it snow, okay?"
And then just keeping them busy. It's not that that they didn't have things that they could do.
Mm-hmm.
But mind you, the week before they had Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so they're used to they're in the routine now of having 4-day weeks.
Yeah,
and
not
that
wanting to do anything
is annoying because I don't play.
And for a snow day that did not happen, everything was shut down. Everything was canceled. It was ridiculous.
It was just insane. And it was hard to get them to focus on just doing a little bit of work, just to get them back in their routine because, last week was, they had a day off and then they had a day off this week. And it's like, heck, 2 weeks before that, we had Christmas, and you gotta get them on the routine because, especially for the littles, because they just wake out and say, "Hey, it's Christmas break. We gonna chill and play.
We wanna play.
All day.
I wanna go outside."
And they gotta read and keep up with their math facts and stuff because when I see those grades and they looking crazy, I'm like, look, no. So. We want to be safe, of course. So if it has snowed in your area, then awesome. God bless you. For us, it did not.
It did
so
not. It was a normal day.
I am annoyed because these children could have been at school
and out of
my hair. Try to wrestle them down like, read this book for your reading counts test. And
because they have testing coming up. That darn testing. Don't get me started on that testing.
Oh no, we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about that.
No, we're not.
So anyway.
Anywho.
To those of you who are in the blizzard.
Much love to those in super cold weather.
Yeah,
much
stay
love
safe,
to my
stay
Chicago
safe,
friends.
Yeah, please.
Y'all be safe, stay inside, stay where it's warm.
Yeah, and then speaking of, before we came on live, we talked about Jussie Smollett. We love you,
Oh my
and we are
God.
so.
And that was in my neighborhood, y'all.
Yeah, we're
like
so
I
upset
can't.
about that.
I almost want to cry right now because I'm like, how? What?
Yeah.
That was like in my neighborhood, and for that to happen to someone.
And it was, and where she lived was really, really nice. I actually
It
went,
is a
and
nice
it's like right down the
neighborhood.
street.
It's right down the
from
street.
Miracle Mile, right?
Yeah, it's like 3 blocks from Michigan Avenue.
Yeah.
It's like 2 to 3 blocks from Lakeshore Drive. It's a nice neighborhood. I mean, yeah, crime happens in Chicago, whatever.
Yeah, well, but you know,
But
you
not
walk around
like,
aware.
but not like that.
Yeah, they
you
look
do
like
walk around aware it is Chicago, and you know you keep your wits about you. But for somebody be like,
totally unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
And you know, our prayers are with him and
Absolutely.
his family. We pray for a speedy recovery, and you know, we stand with you, brother,
Absolutely.
because this in the climate that we live in. It's that kind of it's that violent behavior that seems to be normalized, you know,
It's like
and
people feel that they have a license
and they feel like
to
it's
behave
okay
that way.
to and no, we're not gonna stand for that.
We're not.
So
Absolutely.
I was just so upset when I saw that. I mean, Charlotte saw it on Instagram or something
I
first.
did.
and
I
on
saw
social.
it, and
then she told me, and I was like,
told her,
"Oh, don't you mess with Jesse now. Don't
Nah,
Mr. Jesse. No."
Yeah, that was just not
He's
acceptable.
a sweet man. So.
But yeah, prayers for his healing. Absolutely,
Yeah,
Shima, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We were gonna talk about B. Smith, but I'm so
No,
off the
no,
chain
we're not.
about that too.
No, we're not.
That I'm not going to
No.
because I will get real
No, we're not.
sister girl.
No, we're not.
Yeah. So I think you kind of get the drift of
you get
which
how I
side
feel
which
about
side of the fence we're on that.
Mhm.
So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Well, since it's almost February 1st, and it is almost February 1st, which is Friday, right?
Mhm.
And that is the love month, Valentine's Day. And usually on Wednesdays we talk about some relationship, whether it be with other companies that we like, or you know, relationships stuff or whatever. Well, Oprah, and I know you probably can't see, on Oprah magazine today, they had a post called "The Best Relationship Advice According to Experts," and I thought what they had to say was really good. So one of the things they said, or they actually have like a bigger article on their website that you can click on. But one of the things they said was schedule dates to talk about your relationship. I cannot stress that enough.
Yeah, talk about where your relationship is going.
I mean,
where you both feel you're headed.
Yeah,
right?
but you know, and a lot of times, you know, if you're engaged, you know, you think you're good. You know, you don't talk about it so much. You spend time together watching, TV, movies, or whatever, or planning the wedding. But you don't necessarily talk about like how you treat each other. Because that's really what it's about, right? How you treat each other, how you doing, you know? And in my experience, having those moments where it's scheduled, whether it's once a quarter or if it's during your love month, which is, you know, in this case, Valentine's month or whatever, it's so important to do that check-in because you want to make sure that you're on the same page, because life can get real busy, and especially if you're planning a wedding, you can be together but be disconnected, if that makes sense. So schedule that time, ladies, with your significant other, your fiance, your husband, wives. Schedule that time, and some ladies will say, well, he needs to do it, he needs to schedule it so we can do our check-in. Girl, kick it off. Don't wait for him, because he's not thinking about it, really, but it's good to just check in and, be respectful of each other while you're talking and stuff. Sometimes you got to build up to that. I understand, because, you have to have that kind of relationship where you can have those honest conversations with your spouse or your fiance without a blow up. We don't want that. but this is
Yeah.
really a constructive. What we did.
I'll put it on his calendar.
Yeah, put it on his calendar, and then just be like, "No, we doing this."
We doing
and,
this.
and I think for what we did once was we actually ordered like a relationship like seminar on DVD, and that kind of helped us to stay focused.
Oh, so you don't kind of
because
deviate
we
off the
you know,
track. Yeah.
yeah, my
I
late
got
husband
you.
and I, we liked each other. We liked each other a lot, like a lot. We spent a lot of time together. We were best friends.
Mhm.
But sometimes when you're emotional, you can say things that can come off a little rough or whatever. And when you have these meetings where you talk about your relationship, you want to be constructive. You want to be supportive. And we watched a segment for the marriage plug-in, pick me up, whatever you want to call it, reboot, whatever, and boot camp, whatever you want to call it. And we learned about some things about our a little bit more about our communication styles and what would help me, because at the time we had 2 babies at home. And I felt like I was alone a lot because he worked a lot. I mean, he was a workaholic,
Yeah, he was.
He worked, he wasn't home a lot on the weekends. And that I didn't, my frustration would come out during that time, but we didn't talk about it. So I had to find a way to say it without having an argument. So if you need a book or or like in our case, it was a DVD, but I know now I'm sure it's a Blu-ray or streaming. I'm sure they have things that can help guide your conversation. It can really be helpful. So that's a tip. Don't expect your partner to be your BFF is another tip. I agree. My late husband was my best friend, but he couldn't be everything for me. And I, in hindsight, I realized that that I, that puts a lot of pressure on anyone to be everything for you. That you have to have a life outside of them.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't mean it has to be completely outside of them, but you have to, cultivate your interests and your own lane. And in retrospect, I realized that I hadn't done that enough. So, take it from me. Have friends. Have interests outside of, and it's hard, especially when you have young children and you're tied to the house, especially when they're really little in diapers and stuff, and you're like, I don't want to take the diaper bag and have to coordinate babysitter and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
But if you put it on the calendar and say, I'm going to do this on this day and work up to that, it really will benefit your relationship with your spouse in the long run.
And yeah, I think you want to do one more?
Yeah. Before commenting, repeat their words out loud. Very, very good. I do this all the time with everybody. I even do this with my children.
Mirroring back and forth what the person said, so that you have proper context and understanding of what's being said and the intention behind what's being said. So that's really important for any relationship of any kind.
Yeah,
whether,
we do it all.
Between us or with our parents, siblings, friends, whomever. That's really important.
Yeah, and I think in the last thing they said is choose to love your partner every day, and I tell you, yes, that's a good one too. So check out the link on their Instagram if you want to learn more about what the experts. They had some therapists and counselors talk about each one of those things. But yeah, I mean, you choose to love. Period. Because initially you are in love and the emotion is high, but those of us who are married, have been married, we know
it's a choice. It's a choice. Okay. Name of the soap we talked about last week.
Yes. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I
Yeah.
meant to bring one because we did get some more in.
Oh, snap!
So next week I'll bring in another one. It's another scent. It's called Beekman. B as in boy, EEKM as in Mary, AN, 1802. Beekman.com. It's Beekman soap, and it's goat milk soap. It is awesome.
I love it. I wash
I
my
love,
face with it every day.
I love all their products. In fact, they were on HSN last night talking about their Happy Place.
Hey, we're talking about cleaning products.
Their home
they
cleaning
have
products.
They have, it's
I mean,
all natural.
They are
Organic.
they're such lovely men, you know, and lovely couple.
They are a lovely
just really
couple.
are.
They really
and,
are.
And their company is lovely. And one day we'll go to upstate New York. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just very cold up there. Upstate New York, and visit them. They call all of their customers neighbors, which I love. I totally love how personable they are. But that soap, it's luxury. One of someone on our that was listening, Ashley Nicole, she I don't know, I hope that you like the soap. But we love it so much that, you know, we split it because the bars are so huge when you get like the regular.
Cut them in half.
And then we share it.
They're so big, and then we share it because it lasts a really long time. It's somewhat pricey. It's kind of like a luxury item, but you really get what you pay for. It lasts. As far as uses, $2 and cents. You really get more benefit from it than some of the less expensive items that may be out there. So it's almost like investing at the front end, but you get a really great use out of it in the long run. So
you do. You know, we split it up amongst the village here and, you know, our family, and we, you know, and then when we run out, it's like, okay. But before we run out, we already get another group in, as we talked about. So, you know, next week I'll bring in another set just to kind of refresh everyone's memory on it. And it does help with eczema. It really did help my girls with the little patches. This winter has been really dry, and it really has assisted with that.
And it really
does. And my daughters enjoy it. They enjoy the lather that it does, and that they feel, you know, you just feel really clean.
Yeah.
So they have a really great product, and every scent is wonderful. I haven't found one, and it's not perfumey. That's the thing.
It's got a very gentle scent to it, and it's just a great product all the way around. So Beekman1802.com. Go to their website, and you can go to HSN.
Or go to HSN. I would if
sometimes they have better deals on
they
HSN.
They do have HSN better deals. They just don't have their entire line there.
It's limited on what. But if you want to just try it out, to check it out first, you probably would want to go to HSN to try it out because the price is reduced, and then you kind of work from there. So.
Yeah, you know, you can get it on auto ship, which is wonderful. And in some cases, even with free shipping. I mean, you know, check out hsn.com first, and then go to Beekman 1802, and you will just be like blown away by how much product they have there.
Yeah.
So with that, I think that's pretty much it.
We've been chatting for a while, but you know, thank you so much for all of you who joined us today on our live chat, our live Wednesday chat.
Yeah.
And you know, we love getting a chance to interact with you guys and talk to you guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to share with us or DM us on our We Are Curvy Rose, or you can email us. Thank you. Love you so much. And we will see you on Friday.
Yeah, and again, you know, for those of you who checked in to see dresses, we don't show dresses all the time.
We don't, so it's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes we'll show something, sometimes we won't. We like to, you know, keep things rotating through our shop fairly regularly. So,
if you see something, check in with us to see if it's still
and
here.
We've had a couple brides do that even in the past week or so to make sure that it's still here, because you never know.
Yeah, so thanks for everything, and we're thinking about you. Bye.
Bye.